Hello, and welcome to the Federal Resume Video Clinic. This video clinic will provide an overview of tips and strategies to develop a federal resume. At the conclusion of this video, please follow up with us with questions specific to your individual situation. A federal resume is the key document of your federal government application. It is not your typical one-page private industry or standard resume. When you begin to write your federal resume, put yourself in the shoes of a human resources specialist who reviews hundreds of applications for a single job announcement. The HR specialist rates each resume based on whether it meets specific criteria spelled out in the job announcement, and determines which resumes get ranked best qualified and referred to a hiring manager. In addition, when you apply for a federal job, your resume must match the fields found in the Resume Builder on the usajobs.gov website. You may want to use the USA Jobs Resume Builder if it's your first time creating a federal resume. If you have questions about the federal application process or about the USA Jobs Resume Builder, please follow up with us. If you've ever applied for a federal job and received communication from the Office of Personnel Management that says, your resume did not document either the number of hours per week for all jobs listed, a detailed description of your duties performed, or the month year to month year worked for all jobs listed as required by the vacancy announcement, then your resume did not meet the basic compliance details and it's time to fix your federal resume format. The basic compliance details that your resume must include are 3 to 5 pages in length. The federal resume must include certain information in order for you to be rated as best qualified for a position. Each generalized and specialized skill that you have developed has to be written into the document. Matches the job announcement. To be successful, the federal resume must match the job announcement by making sure keywords are very easy to find and show how you have the knowledge, skills, and abilities for the job. Includes accomplishments. In order to be rated best qualified, you must include accomplishments that will prove the knowledge, skills, and abilities or specialized experience in the announcement. This information will prove your past performance and help you get referred to a hiring manager. Accomplishments should be quantifiable results of your achievements, contributions, or projects you've completed. List employment in reverse chronological order. This includes information required in your federal resume, such as month and year of each job or internship you've held during your undergraduate experience. You do not need to include job information for when you were in high school. Supervisor's name and phone numbers, if they are available, and street addresses, city, state, and zip code of employers or internships you've had. Finally, be sure to edit carefully. It is crucial that you carefully edit your federal resume. Put yourself in the shoes of a hiring manager and what they would want to see included. Pay close attention to how you presented your information and to the details of what is in your resume and how it is presented, including spelling, grammar, white space, font type and size, headings and subheadings, verb tenses and frequency of the verbs you use, and date format. In these next few slides, I'm going to show you an example of a federal resume. Start with writing contact information. This section will always be at the very top of your resume and will include your full name, mailing address, day and evening time phone numbers, U.S. citizenship status, and if you've served in the military, veteran status. If you've had previous federal employment, you can add an additional section below that details the pay, grade, and month and year you worked or interned with the federal government. If you currently have a secret clearance, you'll want to include this information too. A lot of people ask what comes first, education or work experience. I recommend that if your education relates to the position you are applying for, list the education section first, or if you recently graduated from college. As you can see in this example, work experience is listed first. As you write this section of your resume, you'll want to include all relevant work information, including any paid and unpaid experiences you've had. The key here is to include only relevant information. The HR specialist or hiring manager is not looking for a list of all the jobs you have worked since you were in high school. Start with the experiences you've had at William & Mary. You'll want to include the employer's name and specific address, job or internship role titles, start and end dates in the format of month and year, hours per week you worked, salary, supervisor's contact information if available, and then key skills, duties, responsibilities, and accomplishments for each relevant position you've had. Your key skills are relevant skills you learned and used on the job or at an internship. You can also include soft skills like teamwork, interpersonal communication, analysis, critical thinking, or public speaking, and any technology skills you used or gained in experience. Be sure to start each sentence in your responsibilities or duties section with a strong active verb. A strong active verb are verbs that show action and intent, such as coordinate, plan, deliver, lead, drive, exhaust, write, etc. Eliminate all weak verbs, such as responsible for, serve, work, put, play, meet, etc. For a full list of strong active verbs, you can go to mycareer.wm.edu and search at the search box at the top of the page, type the keywords active verb list. As stated before, be consistent with verb tenses. The rule about tense is to use present tense for all present responsibilities and skills, and past tense for all the past responsibilities. You may choose to write in a bullet format or use short paragraphs. Watch the number of bullets you are using for each section, as you don't want your federal resume to be bullet heavy. In your accomplishments section, start with a strong active verb and make it quantifiable by adding in a number or dollar value. Your accomplishment should be specific. Make yourself stand out. What do you think would make you different from other applicants? Do you have any supervisory experience where you led or managed a team to a specific solution or finalized a project? In your education section, you should provide the name of the college or university that you've attended and any degree you received or will receive with the date of attendance. If no degree was received, show total credits earned and indicate whether semester or quarter hours. Also, any relevant courses you have taken that add value to the position you're applying for. This can include descriptions on major papers, course projects, or capstone projects. You will also want to add a reference section in your resume. You will need to include 3 references that can be a combination of personal and professional, and may vary based on who you feel would be best to provide a reference for your work, conduct, and behavior. You may choose to place your reference section in a different part of your resume, as it might make sense for it to be the bottom. It is your preference. If you speak more than one language besides English, you will want to include a language heading in your resume. Notice that each language is broken down into spoken, written, and reading skill ability, and at what level you are able to perform in that language. The next section of your federal resume is leadership and service. Under this section, you will include any clubs, student organization, or volunteer experience you've had at William & Mary or within the community. Be sure to include dates and a bullet or 2 about your accomplishments. The next heading in your resume might be presentation and publications. In this section, you will include related articles or papers you have written, or presentations you have made. You can include research papers, memos, case studies, literature reviews, or other writings you have submitted in a college-level course, in your internship, published in a journal, or as part of an organization or club. You include the title of your work and 1 bullet that summarizes your written piece. Additional information. In this section of your federal resume, you can include any honors or awards that you have won and additional skills that you did not mention in other headings that are relevant to the position. If there are headings that are not applicable to your experience, please remove them. This video clinic provided you with one format example, but based on your situation and experience, you might have a different or varied format. The point is to tailor your resume and experience to the position you're applying for, and as stated, be sure that your resume matches the job announcement. Please follow up with your questions about your individual situation. We have a variety of options for you to connect and resources that you can use. Tribe Careers is your one-stop shop where you can schedule an appointment with a career or student advisor, look for jobs or internships, RSVP to events and other career programs, upload your career management documents, subscribe to industry newsletters, and so much more. You can also visit our department website at mycareer.wm.edu. This is less interactive, but provides some excellent resources for you. Keep a lookout for other video clinics. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.